Hello everybody and welcome back to Saxlingham. So today's episode is very much going to be relying on getting this sugar beet cut and in, because we do have a £350,000 loan to repay, which I hope is taking the sugar beet off should pay for that. But right, let's get unloaded. We've obviously got our 3 tractors with trailers, which I've tried to separate them by having a small trailer, then a big trailer, then a small trailer. And yeah, luckily the farmers market is only just down there, so that shouldn't take too much time in leading. And if we don't need all 3 of them, we could maybe look to put, I've just crashed into one of them there. We can maybe then look to put one of them onto doing contracts for us or something. They're really quite tight to this field. I'll just leave that end. Oh, I'm hitting the end bit there. Come on, let's see if we can we lift? Nope. Right, well this has been an absolute disaster to begin with. Let's just cut this corner a bit more. I'm sure we'll get it at some point once these vehicles start moving around and parking up in the field. Right, how's that going in the trailer with the cover? Oh, let's. I hope this isn't going to be an omen for how this episode is going, because the last time we did sugar beet, it was an absolute nightmare. But right, let's get our steering assist on. Oh, this was a bad idea going for this this header. I wasn't sure. Obviously, the Homer that we used, that header was, I think it was 5 meters. Well, this is new I'm sure this is new in base game now, so I thought, well, why not, let's try this. But obviously it's a 3 meter header and it's a smaller tank, so it could take a bit more time, but it's nice to experience something a bit different. Anyways, I think it's time just to get on. They look quite good going through there, although I bet they're flat. Yeah, it's time to get on. We'll try and get these 5 headlands done, and then we can hopefully leave it on a work, and we can look to try do a bit of leading. this is certainly slow work. We're going to have a look at contracts to see what else we can do, because I think with the 2 Bailey trailers, our fence got stuck up at the up at the shop for some reason. But with 2 Bailey trailers, I think one of us can go off, which I think I may do that just to give us a break from what we're doing. So let's have a look. I'm hoping. Oh, I didn't want that cultivating job. Ploughing. How big is that field? That may be a nice job to go do. It's right at the other end of the field. Is there any others? Quite desperately clicking to see if there's any others. How big? 5 acres. That's 23 minutes estimated time. So if we were ploughing that, it should take a bit shorter. It's a shame we don't have a plough, I don't think. We've got a subsoiler, but if we have a look at... Let's have a look at width, because the subsoiler, I think, would give us the ploughed state. So, what is our... That's 4 metres. I'm willing to guess that the plough that they're offering would be smaller. So 4 metres. That's actually bigger. Well, I think I'm going to do that, because we haven't done that... I don't think we've ever done one, but we're going to we'll borrow the items, but all I want to use is the plough and the weight. So I'll borrow them. Now once we've got, what I will do is I'll just jump cut, because there's 2, I think there's this headland and 1 more to do, and then we can leave it on to the workers to do the middle, and then we'll take away the JCB, because I think with that trailer, it's brilliant for when you're harvesting cornfields and all that. Well, I say cornfields, arable fields. It's brilliant for that, but for this, obviously that arm is just a bit too lower down. I have tried to move it up, but I don't seem to be able to find out how to. So yeah, I'm just going to jump cut, get this headland off. By the time I bring you back, we should be... What should we be? We should be over 100,000, which is a great start for where we need to be. And I did work it out. It's something like 25 Bailey trailer loads will pay off the £350,000 loan. Obviously, that bigger trailer up there, that can hold twice as much as what the Baileys can. Stop driving in the crop, you. But yeah. So like I said, I'll jump cut it, and then we'll go and get into the other fence. Jump onto that plough, and then it means we can go do something else and leave the workers here to see if they can do a much better job than they did last time. And there we have another full load. Right, with the headland knocked off now, we're going to go take this. We're going to sell this load. We also have a load of canola to sell. He just whacked me from behind in the trailer. Yeah, we've also got all the canola to sell and all the wheat to sell as well. So, whilst we've got the trailer on, we'll get this sold. I need to have a look to see where to sell all this stuff. Let's just pull off the road so this trailer can get by. So they can get by and get to the mill. So if we go... So canola is the farmer's market and wheat is the animal dealer. So we are going... So for the canola, we're going from here up to here, and for the wheat we're going from here down to here. Oh dear, we could really do with a truck and trailer. I would like to go with one of the Mercedes, but obviously we just don't have the money at the minute to do it, so we'll just have to carry on with this, because the wheat was at 150,000 litres, so it'll be 3 and a bit loads with wheat and 1 load of canola to do. Look at this, we're getting ready to load into here. There should be the fence as well, that was full, and we have got that hopefully coming back to us. So if we go onto the map, yes, the fence up here, so here we're coming down now with a full load. And with the 2 Bailey trailers, I'm nigh on certain they should be able to do this on their own. So there's another £14,000 into the bank. And then we should get a fair bit more with this one. So we're slowly building. And obviously we'll be building once we get all the wheat and canola sold. Yeah, there'll be a fair bit of money coming from that. It's the peas, which is the big one. Where peas... Ooh, the peas need to be sold as well. So I'm going to sell the canola and I'm going to sell the peas to get that money in. It also means that we can get rid of that trailer's a bit big. It also means that we should be able to pay off our loan by then. And there we have over £30,000. So that is brilliant. So I'll see you up at the yard when we're loading with either peas or canola. I don't know why that tank gives off a weird sort of reflection there. Right, let's pull to here. Helps if I'm actually under the trigger to get the peas out. So let's just reverse back. I will have to get this all linked up to the auto drive. Right there. So what was it? 86,000. So I hope it would be nice if we could do this in 2 loads. And there's the fence. You can see the fence just sold there, so that's another £14,000 into the bank, which always helps. 40,000. Yeah, so this will be one more load of peas into here, and then canola, and that's all going down to the farmers market. Well, the bank balance has skyrocketed up, so this is going to take it over £500,000. And we've still got the wheat and the barley to sell, but the barley price is still saying that that's going up, so I'm not going to touch that just yet. So what are we going to get from here? Whoa. So that's 86,000. Well, no, 87,000 I'm going to guess that to be. So we're making a fair bit there now. Right, we're going to take this to the store, so that we are going to use the fence that the contract offered. So we're going to then go jump in the plough, and then the worker, we're going to set him on leading our wheat to sell that. But as we're just going to pass up here, I want to have a look to see how our workers are doing. There's vehicles definitely still moving, just however much they're doing, I don't actually know. So I'll just pull up here on the left. I know there'll be quite a high bank, but at least traffic should be able to get past if there's any behind us. Well, there soon will be. So he's now full, and that tractor down there is coming to him, so that's a good sign. And they've just, because we are doing lands, so I think it's 6 rows per land. So, but I don't think they've sold anything yet, so I don't know whether he's filling each trailer, putting a load in one trailer then unloading another. But I would presume that once that trailer's got this load in, that may fill it. I don't know. There you go, he's filling in there. So they seems to be working quite nicely today, which is a big relief, especially because we have made an error going for the smaller machine with the 3 metre sort of header on it, so it's going to cost us a bit more in leasing fees, but it's nice to use, oh hello, it's nice to use something a bit different. So we'll just turn into here, then we'll get this spun right round, so it's very easy for the worker to go. there's our fence with the plough on, which although the plough's 0.2 metres bigger, using the subsoil would probably be easier, but I'd like to use what we're given, and we haven't used that plough yet in I don't think in any Let's Plays or series, so it'll be the first time us using it on camera. I have used it when playing FS25 on console. Right, so that worker is away. Hopefully. That doesn't look very promising. We'll jump into here and just see what happens. Right, he's off now, so we will have to go make the long journey down. That's a big front weight they've put on there. We'll make the long journey down to the other side of the map, which we're going to use. There is a road that I haven't really used that much. So the road that it's in between the road that we've been using a lot in this episode and the farmer's market. We're going to take that because obviously we're going to the far, as you look at the map in the PDA, the far bottom right hand corner. So from us all the way over there, we're going to put our beacons on. And I will see you when we get to that corner. There are some lovely fields down this end of the map, and I think there's field... Ooh, a swimming pool. That's a nice house. Or we can buy it as well. Where is it? Field 35 is a field that I would be very keen to look to buy, just to get into a different area so we can see a different place. It just means that you're seeing different parts of the map all the time. Yeah, it just keeps obviously I'm trying to make it, because we're doing predominantly arable work at the moment, or for the majority of this series so far. I am trying to make it so that we're seeing different things and trying to mix things up ever so slightly. But right, let's get this onto steering assist. So it wants us to do 4 headlands. Oh, let's put our working width up to 4.5. Okay, I'm definitely not going to complain at that. And we'll start on this far right. So let's swing it around to something like that. And then we reverse back. I just hope this tractor they're giving us enough horsepower, which I can't see why they wouldn't have done. Right, let's drop that down. Let's get that onto steering assist. Obviously we won't have to do the whole field, but it's probably beneficial to do the whole field. And yeah, we'll see how long this takes, which I can't see it being too bad of a job. If I remember rightly, it was 5 acres, we're doing it at 4.5, but at least we've got all our other workers on doing things, you know, which will be making us money. Because if we look here, there's, what's our JCB doing? He's meant to be loading up at the silo here, but he seems to be messing on down there. Interesting. We'll keep an eye on him. They have just sold a load of sugar beets, so the class is up there now and he's getting it off the fence. So I think we'll leave this episode here for now and just look at this contract. We're 60% through, so we can finish this one in the next episode, which I'm glad we've got over, well, now over 60%, because it will take a bit of time doing the headlands, messing about and whatnot will take some time. We can then finish off the sugar beet, which that shouldn't take too long. If we just have a look on here, they are... it'll be over halfway now done on there, and especially if I was to jump onto the harvester, it would make it a lot quicker of a job. And I am hoping that shortly our worker, where I don't know why they've been a bit weird, well, I say weird, why that's been a bit strange, that I hope our worker, he would have delivered our first load of the week to the animal dealer, because if he's not going to deliver that to the animal dealer very nicely, then we may have to look at going somewhere else. But where... yeah, see, now he's stuck up there for some reason. I can't work this one out. But anyways, what I will say is thank you very much for watching. I hope you have all liked and enjoyed the video, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.